Hey guys, welcome to the another interesting video. In this video, we are going to take a look about a tool here called Legion. It's not the Legion that you see like a drama or a Lenovo Legion laptop. It's basically a Kali tool which you pretty much get by entering Legion Kali, and you do get Legion Kali Linux tools. From there, you'll be able to see the logo of this tool, and of course, you'll be able to read the description. This is a package which contains an open source, easy to use, super extensible, and semi automated network penetration testing tool that aids in discovery, reconnaissance, and exploitation of information systems. And you can pretty much install Legion simply as by entering sudo apt install Legion, and most of the Kali operating systems as of now has Legion installed by default, so you can just launch by entering Legion only. But let me view the GitHub repo where you will be able to read more about this Legion tool. Here is the repository of the Legion, and you can see what you read in the Kali tools in the about section, and you'll be able to see the code and all those things. And you can pretty much install using various ways by entering sudo apt install Legion or some of the methods that they specified in this repository. And you can see pretty much see the features that this tool supports. Like, it's basically an automatic recon and scanning with Nmap, Wattweb, Nikto, Walnus, Hydra, SMB, Enum, Debuster, SSLizer, WebSlayer, and more, with almost 100 auto-scheduled scripts. So easy to use graphical interface with rich context, menus, and panels that allow pen tester to quickly find and exploit attack vectors on hosts. And it is basically modular functionality, allows users to easily customize Legion and automatically call their own scripts or tools. I'm not going to make you bored by reading all those contents in the features itself. In the meantime, let's have a look onto the tool. But this is how you can pretty much install Legion, and various installation methods will be demonstrated here. You can just pretty much read this by yourself. Okay, so let's have a look onto the tool. You can launch this tool by various ways. Let me show you one of them. Like, by entering Legion in the terminal, you'll be able to see you have to run these as root. Okay, so this is what it is. So this is what you'll be able to see when you enter Legion in the terminal itself. So I'm entering sudo Legion. Now I'm just entering my password. I was able to launch this Legion tool, and the logo that Legion has now is this. You can see this is the same logo that you've seen in the Kali tools website. So here you can see it's basically a semi-automated network penetration testing tool. You can see that, right? You can also launch like this, but you can also launch using terminal like this. So anyways, let's have a look onto this tool, and this is how this tool looks like, and this is the graphical user interface of this tool. You can see, click here to add host to scope. So when I click there, I was able to see this, which where I can add my target host or IP or ranges, etc. You can see you can add IP, range, host. So here I'm just adding a single IP address. Let me start my Metasploitable 2. After that, let me get my Metasploitable 2's IP, which I am just performing an ARP scan. The MAC address starting with the 08 will be my target IP. Here I got my Metasploitable 2 IP. So I just pasted my Metasploitable 2 IP here, and you can see some of the examples. Like, you can just specify an IP range, or you can just specify IPs like these, and you can just specify a single IP or a host name like bing.com. So that is some of the examples, and you can see resolved host names like DNS, and the mode selection is easy. You can also set hard or easy based on what you like. So here I'm just setting it by default as easy, and you can see easy mode options. These are some of the easy mode options, like run Nmap host discovery, run staged Nmap scan. When you click hard, you will be able to see these options. You can't use it in hard mode, and these are some of the hard mode options that you can use, like port scan options and host discovery options. So let it be in the easy mode, and you can see this is timing and performance options, and it's basically paranoid means T0, and sneaky means T1 polite means T2 normal, T4 and aggressive is T4, and insane is T5, which you will be able to see in the nmap, capital T4, capital T0. This is something that you will be using in the nmap scan. So this is basically you are using here in this graphical user interface. So here you can see it's by default it is aggressive, so I'm not going to change as of now. I'm just clicking the submit button. Once I click submit button, you can see the process and progress and all those things will be here. You can see, and this is some kind of loading, and you can see there is an image viewer saying an error, like it is saying that cannot load a temp region, and this location screenshots, it cannot load any screenshot. So let it be. As you can see, there's a screenshot option, so this is what I think it won't able to load. So the scanning was progressing, and as you can see the process, it is finished. I can just pretty much see this is my target IP, and the tool it used is nmap, and it tried to perform a screenshot and it filed. And again, I just see these screenshots are getting filed, and it performed nmap. And let me pull this up. Here it is. It used SMTP enum verify tool, Postgres default tool, nmap tool, FTP default tool, screenshot tool, nmap tool. It is using various tools, and you can pretty much see the process ID and the person complete and some elapsed progress options available here. And this is our host and status of the scan. Everything you can pretty much see there. Okay, so you can see it's running. So anyways, you are going to move to the services option. In the services option, you can see as of now these are the services that is currently running in this target. So here I just pasted the IP of Metasploitable 2. You can just paste the IP of a mission that you have permission to test. Here you can also use Metasploitable 2 IP, so that you'll be able to see something like this. So you can see tools in the tools option. There is nothing showing here, but everything will be shown here in the tools option in the process below. So here you can see in the host, you can see services, and this is the port numbers that is currently open on this target, and this is the names of the services, and this seems to be the version of the services that is currently running. Nmaps, this is some kind of results of nmap scan, like a service version scan, and you can see these are the scripts that is currently available, like world node scripts, http server, etc. Some of these you will be able to see here in the scripts tab in the Legion tool, and you can see some of the information like the operating system. It is like it's basically a Linux system, and its accuracy is 100, and the country code, city, latitude, longitude, these are some of the unknown options. And you can see the IPv4, IPv6, MAC address, and some of the informations about our target. Okay, so we can just go to the CVE, which seems to be common vulnerability exposures, and you'll be able to see some of the CVEs available on this target version. It is running SSH as 4.7 P1, and it contains this much of CVEs, and you can see pretty much see the CVSS score. Higher the score, higher the vulnerability is, and you can see the product, and you can see some of the URL and some of the source and exploit DB link, etc. You'll be able to see from the GUI itself in the CVE tab. And you can see the nodes option. There is nothing here. In the screenshot option, something went wrong and it failed to verify the screenshot. And this is another tool, SMTP enum verify, and these are the results that is done using this tool. So let me try to use SMTP enum -vrfy. Is this tool actually exist? SMTP -enum -vrfy. So maybe it's not. So anyways, these are some of the results that we will be able to get. Okay, and this is MySQL, and this is some kind of Hydra. It is using Hydra tool to perform some kind of brute forcing on MySQL and some of the PostgreSQL FTP, and you can just click here to see some of these, and these are the results that you will be able to see. And unable to see any screenshot, it is using FTP default, and it is, I think it is, you can just click here to move back, and it is using SMTP enum verify, and it got 30 results. and it's by default in this tool embedded SMTP in Verify. So yeah, anyways, you do have a brute module where you can just give your IP, change the port, and give your services to perform brute force. You can just try with a blank password or try login as password, loop around users, exist on first valid credentials found or verbose. What's happening in the background will be see when you turn on the verbose, and you can just enable the additional options for performing brute force attack. This seems to be the additional options, and you can see the threads. The higher the threads, the higher the detection will be in the IPS systems, and the higher the threads means the higher the speed of the scan and the accuracy may be affected. Like 16 threads, maybe 16 of them will be brute forcing per second maybe. Anyway, so this is what it is. So you can pretty much see a file. You can see in the file you can just import something into here, like file new will give these results as empty. You can just open a file and import it here, and you can just also have another option in the file called save. You can just save the results and save as. You can export the results as JSON, add host to scope, import nmap, etc. Some of these will be available there. So anyways, my scan results of the previous section was gone, so I let it run, and in the meantime I'm just saving this without running. So let it be. I'm just saving this as AA, and I'm just saving this in the home, and in the home I'm just saving this in home Kali. Okay, here I'm just saving this as AA and saving. Here it is, and here you can see AA.legion. Here it is, and that's done. This is the results that you will be able to see once you scan, once you save the contents. Okay, so that's pretty much about this video. This is how you basically use this tool. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.